This is Tom. Good morning and welcome to GST Power Talk. I'm Tom LeNoble and I am so excited to be with you today, our first Monday in 2026. You know, as 2026 arrives, I want you to know that there is no requirement to rush, no demand to define everything immediately, no need to fill the moment with noise. I chose not to rush into this year. Instead, I slowed down long enough to notice what this moment was asking of me. You see, every new year offers more than a reset or a fresh calendar. It offers a choice to keep moving on autopilot, repeating the same patterns that once worked but may no longer fit, or a choice to move forward with intention, with clarity, with responsibility for who we are becoming. And that's my first takeaway for you. Awareness creates power. When you notice how you're moving, you regain the ability to choose how you move next. That lesson did not arrive gently for me this year. It arrived through interruption, through stillness, and my body demanding my attention. This past holiday season unfolded in an unexpected way. Instead of holiday gatherings and laughter, as I had planned, I found myself isolated, and instead of momentum, there was stillness. I lost 12 pounds in 5 days. And if you know me, you know I don't have 12 pounds to lose. I don't even have a pound to lose. But you see, my body made a decision before my mind could argue with it. Illness has a way of doing that. It strips away illusion. It quiets momentum. It removes distraction. It brings us face to face with ourselves. What surprised me most was not the physical experience. It was the reckoning that followed. Old memories surfaced, past vulnerabilities returned, that familiar edge where fear tries to pull us into our old stories that we all know too well. Many of you have stood here before, lying there, missing life as it continued elsewhere. I could feel how close to the edge I was. Alone, quiet, without distraction. You know, it would have been really easy for me to spiral, easy to resent what was happening, easy to grieve what I was missing. But something different happened for me this time. What could have taken me under became my teacher. That's my second takeaway for you today. You do not have to fight every moment to grow. Growth accelerates when you listen instead of resist. The lesson itself was not dramatic. In fact, it was quite simple. Rest is not weakness. Letting go is not failure. And stillness is not the enemy of progress. I've spent a lifetime building, creating, leading, driven by momentum. And like many of you, momentum has always been rewarding in my life. And yet this season reminded me of something essential. Sometimes the bravest choice we can make is to pause, to heal, and to trust that stepping back does not mean you are falling behind. That's my third takeaway for you today. You are allowed to slow down without losing your momentum. Pausing with intention strengthens what comes next. Moments of fragility have a way of clarifying things. They remind us that nothing is permanent, nothing is guaranteed. That awareness sharpened something in me. As strength returned, and as I stepped back into the world, something else returned as well. Not urgency, but clarity. Clarity about what matters, about what drains energy, and about where my attention truly belongs. This is my fourth takeaway for you today. Clarity is not forced, it is created. It emerges when presence replaces pressure. This understanding now lives deep in my work, especially in my new keynote, Living Fully While Dying, which is not a philosophy, but as a lived truth. We do not wait until everything is perfect to live fully. We live fully because life is fragile. Tomorrow is not promised. Presence is the real currency. Knowing this does not diminish life. In fact, it deepens it. My fifth takeaway for you today, awareness of impermanence is activating. It sharpens priorities. It calls you into the present moment with purpose. As this new year unfolds, I am not interested in reinvention for its own sake. I am focused on renewal, renewal that is intentional, honest, renewal that turns reflection into action. This is a season to release what no longer belongs. Patterns that once supported survival, but now restrict growth. Stories that no longer reflect who we are now. Expectations carried forward out of habit rather than alignment. I'm actively making those choices in my own life and in the way I lead. Here's your sixth takeaway for today. Letting go creates capacity. When you release what no longer fits and make room for what strengthens you, what stays deserves discernment. Values that ground you, relationships that tell the truth, work that challenge you, all while still allowing you to serve. You know, resilience is built here because resilience is not theoretical. It's practiced daily through choice, attention, and discipline. Clarity does not require certainty. I did not have all the answers stepping into this year, and you don't need them either. And here's my final takeaway for you today. You can move forward without having all the answers. Honesty, presence, and courage are enough to begin. This year also invites curiosity. Curiosity about what ideas you've had that have been waiting quietly. Curiosity about new ways of living and leading that feel more honest and aligned. You know, this kind of growth takes courage. It requires trust in what's emerging. Trust shaped by your experience, tested by uncertainty, but still willing to choose forward motion. You know, growth doesn't announce itself really loudly. It allows itself in and it lasts. You know, the holidays passed differently for me this year, and yet what arrived was exactly what I needed. Perspective, humility, gratitude, and renewal. I'm stepping into the year lighter in body and clearer in spirit. And my invitation to you is this. As this year begins, resist the urge to do more. Instead, I invite you to do this. Release one thing that no longer belongs. Name one truth you've been avoiding. Choose one step, one baby step that aligns with who you are becoming. Not tomorrow, not when it feels safer, now. 2026 is ready for you. Know that teachers come in many forms. What will be your teacher as you step into 2026? Happy New Year. This is Tom LeNoble. Enjoy this day. Thank you.
Together we are global speakers talk.